and welcome to In the Paint, Ross. I tell you what, ice, freezing rain, not a good combination to get to basketball games, but somehow Sports 10 did get to 13 games tonight, and it was not easy.
Felt a little bit like Iron Will out there tonight, right? We had a border battle, though, between Marshall and West Vigo. We thought that would be a really great game. We had two great matchups between ranked teams. Sullivan hosted Clay City. WRV was down at Shakamak.
But we're going to start the show with arguably the hottest team in the Wabash Valley, the Terre Haute North Patriots. North has won 9 straight for the first time this season. Patriots are ranked. They're 18th in the state in this week's Class 4A polls. The 11-2 Patriots tonight hosting a very good 9-3 Warren Central Ball Club. Love that, Ross?
I love the student section. They get pumped up every night.
There we go. Ross Sponsler, what a smooth-looking shot there from downtown. Warren Central has a special player, Devin Davis. The IU recruit spins and scores. North point guard Nathan John, nice backdoor pass to Matt O'Leary. Good guys go up 3 in the second quarter. This North team is one of the top defensive teams in the state. John takes the charge. I love it. That's why they've won 9 straight. They can flat out play some defense. North, though, had a hard time containing Davis. He pulls up, hits the shot. Kid's a stud. Warren Central snaps North's 9-game winning streak. The Warriors win 55-47. Terre Haute South was looking for their first MIC win of the season. The Braves hosted Carmel. Jeffrey Turner backs his defender down, and what a scoop shot by the South junior. South kept it close in the first quarter. Jermaine Smith, bullseye on the 3. You know, Ross, South has struggled this season, but you know what? They always do. They come out and hustle. I love this here as Smith gets the loose ball, and he finds Ian Long for the layup. I love the hustle
Long
there.
just coming back from injury. They think he's going to be a big lift on the offensive end.
Carmel, though, a tough team. James Crawley steps in the passing lane, gets the steal and hoop the other way. South falls at home tonight to Carmel. Greyhounds win 58-39. Ross.
Thanks, Rick. Now tonight, West Vigo and Marshall meet for the second time this season. Their first matchup was pretty good. The Lions beat the Vikings 49-47 in the third-place game of this year's Pizza Hut Classic. So who would win round 2 between West Vigo and Marshall? Well, we picked this one up very late, but the Vikings still playing hard. Braden Cardinal inside with the lay-in there, but this one all Marshall. Baylor Myers a late free throw. Marshall looking strong at home tonight. They crush the Vikings 64-38. What a start to the show. Still to come, we have highlights from Sullivan and Linton.
Yes, plus we'll also make stops at Northview, Shakamak, North Central, and Rockville. Lots of places when In the Paint comes back.
We're the Linton High School cheerleaders. You're watching the #1 sports show in the Wabash Valley. In the Paint, we'll be right back.
Now back to Rick Semler and Ross Rawling.
Welcome back to In the Paint. 2 ranked teams meet tonight in Sullivan. The Class 2A 7th-ranked Golden Arrows hosted Class 1A 15th-ranked Clay City. Sullivan held a 22-point lead at the half, but Clay City really kept fighting in the third quarter. Check out Blake Sessinger, spin move coming down the lane. He's fouled and count the bucket. What a move there by Sessinger. Sullivan sophomore point guard Brooks Wesley, so explosive off the dribble to the 10, then up with the right for the deuce. On the Eels end, it's more Sessinger, this time on a great give to Jake Tiefel for an easy hoop. But while I was there tonight, it was the Brooks Wesley show. He had 11. Look at him knife through traffic and get the nifty shot to go there. Then leading the break in transition, watch Wesley this time attack the rim himself. He gets hammered and gets the bucket to go. Sullivan holds court at home on homecoming night. They beat Clay City 70-47. Class 1A 8th-ranked Linton was hosted Class 1A 8th-ranked North Davies at Linton. Their best player, Nick Krazout, didn't matter there. Brant Lawyer knocking down the 3. Linton had an answer right back on the other end from the inside out. It's Des Fugers burying the 3-ball for the Miners. Fugers can really shoot it. Then the Miners turning defense into offense. It's Austin Caracia with the block. Then they get out and run with it. Point guard Sam Dyer leading the break. Dyer keeping it himself in traffic, and he drills the leaner. That increases the Miner first quarter lead. The Cougars, though, not going away. Lawyer, a great look to a cutting Wes Lingacher for the layup in stride. Then with the quarter winding down, the Cougars want the last shot. They get it to Lingacher in the corner. He cashes it at the horn, and North Davies picks up the road win in overtime. They win by 6 over Linton.
So far this season, Northview is struggling with just 4 wins, but 3 of those victories have been in the WIC. The Knights enter tonight just a game back of first place in the conference. Northview hosted South Vermilion, and look at the Knights students. It was South Vermilion striking first. They can't get the first one to go, but then the Wildcats staying with the play, and they get it to drop. Nice hustle by South Vermilion. Northview answers on the other end, and it came from the same playmaker we saw all year on the football field, Damon Hyatt with the 3. This, though, a terrible night for weather in Brazil. This one, get this, was called at halftime. They made everyone leave the gym because the weather was so bad. Northview was up 35-25. No word yet if this game will be finished. We had a good Class 1A matchup tonight as 11th-ranked Shakamak hosted 9th-ranked WRV. To the home of the Lakers we go. Nice passing by Shakamak. Patrick Green dialing up long distance. It's good. WRV, though, you know they would fight back. There's a reason they're ranked in the top 10 in the state in Class A. Jeff Hogue, strong to the 10. He finishes with 2 off the glass. Shakamak was on fire from the field in this game. The Lakers hit the 3. Get this, they shot over 60% for the game. You shoot over 60% for a game, and chances are you're going to win 100% of the time. Shakamak wins by 15. At North Central, the T-Birds hosted Riverton Park. Aaron Belgrave drives, throws up the shot in traffic. I like it, and he's fouled. Gary Sikuski, the other end, scores off the nice feed inside. RP, nice road game tonight. RP is Road Warriors. They win 55-51. Ross.
Thanks, Rick. You know, after a 6-0 start to the season, Rockville has struggled lately. They've dropped 4 of their last 6. The Rocks were hoping to get things turned around tonight. Class A 10th-ranked Rockville hosted North Vermilion. Those fans always fun in the Rockadome, right? Jordan McFall carrying the load inside with Lane Mahurin out. He picks up the deuce. More Rocks. This time it's Gary Ulrich from the corner. Such a pretty stroke. Lots of nylon on the 3. And the Rocks beat North Vermilion at home tonight 63-44. Well, it's time to take our final timeout, but when we come back, we'll have highlights from Vincennes, Lincoln, Bar Reeve, and Bloomfield. Plus, we'll let you know how the ISU women's basketball team did tonight. So stay with us.
Welcome back to In the Paint tonight. Vincennes Lincoln was looking to match their longest winning streak of the season at 3 games. The Alices were at Castle early on. Jansen Goodwin getting on the floor, and he reaps the benefits with a broken down defense. Goodwin wide open in 3, and he's not missing. Castle answering back on the other end. Shane Sr. taking it to the hoop strong for 2 of his own. Then the Alices, they needed a bucket, and they get it in the corner. It's Avery Mickens, pretty good football player. Not a bad jumper. Then from the elbow, the Alices find Tyler Stutzman for the jumper. That's a high percentage shot. Alices, they just can't get that 3rd win in a row. They put up a good fight, but fall on the road 53-45. Ross.
Thank you, Rick. Now, the Bar Reeve Vikings picked up their biggest win of the season last Saturday. Doesn't get any bigger than when the Class A top-ranked Vikings won at number 2 Lagodi 50-47. As good as that win was for Bar Reeve, they had to try and avoid a letdown tonight. Vikings hosting Wood Memorial at home. Here's Ashton Wagler going to work with the spin move. Inside, he goes off glass for 2. How good is Wagler? He wasn't done, though. Here he does it again. Wagler gets the 3 in transition and knocks it down. So versatile of a player he is. The Vikings in control all game long. Braden McCrans hits the 3 from the corner, and the Vikings roll in this one, 67-26. Well, speaking of Lagodi, we said they lost to Bar Reeve. Well, they're trying to bounce back tonight with a tough game at Bloomfield. Curtis Hasler finds Kyle Robinson with a nice pass. Robinson gets the easy 2. Then it's Brian Ackerman. How good is this kid? He's trying to find someone. He decides to just do it himself, right? Off the screen, he hits the 3. Robinson, though, wasn't done for Bloomfield. Here he is again, going to work inside. Gets a nice hook shot to go. Lagodi, too much in this one. Connor Whitmer, another nice player, gets an inbounds pass, splits 2 defenders for the 2 off the glass, and Lagodi wins it 50-44.
Time now for the Sports Tent Spirit Award. I know, Ross, you love this.
I love the North student section. They're so good every night. Looks like they were rocking again.
They're crazy we walk in. Shakamak fans love that from the Laker fans. And Rockville, they're the 2-time basketball champions for Sports 10. Nice student section there. And
tough to find a better environment than the Rockadome. Sullivan, though, might be pushing them this year. They were awesome again tonight for homecoming.
Sullivan fans, always great all the time. College hoops. The ISU women's basketball team is in second place in the Missouri Valley Conference. A big reason why is a 3-0 start at home in conference play tonight. Lady Sycamores were trying to stay unbeaten at home in the MVC. They hosted Creighton, a couple seniors hooking up as Deja Maddox. She had a game-high 25 points. Natasha Zurich has had a nice freshman season for the Lady Sycamores. She gets the steal and goes in for two for the good guys. Off the inbounds, who's the most dangerous person on the court? The person who passes in the ball. Creighton forgets that. Anna Munn makes them pay.
You don't want to forget about Anna Munn.
No, you don't. Girl can shoot it. Lady Sycamores, though, suffer a heartbreaking 2-point loss at home. Get this, Creighton hit a jumper with 2 seconds left to get the win. ISU women fall 64-62, so after starting the season with 4 straight conference wins, they've dropped 2 straight, but it's still, they're about a third of the way through the season. Still plenty of time left in conference.
I don't think we've seen the last of this women's basketball team either. Taylor Whitley's still working her way back to 100%, and like you saw Zurich in those highlights, those freshman guards got a lot of time when she was out. It's just going to help for balance down the stretch.
They still have a special season, and Taylor Whitley's getting healthy, so they still have a chance to have a big season. Let's talk about Terre Haute North getting ranked. They lose to Warren Central. Nothing wrong with that. Warren Central, a very good ball club. North, defense good again. Have a hard time scoring points tonight.
Well, Warren Central, just so athletic. I mean, a more athletic team, they'll lock you down and shut you down, and that's what happened to North tonight. North gave them a good ball game, though, at home. Encouraging to see them play that good of a team that well.
Now, I got to mention, this ice hit when all our photographers were out at the games tonight. Our photographers, you guys see Ross and I up here all the time. It's our photographers who make us look good. John Tim, Cody Adams, Cody Murphy, Gary Bryan, and Chris Essex. They all go to the games. They got all our games tonight in horrible weather conditions. Thanks, guys, for everything. That does it for In the Paint. Hope everybody has a great weekend.